All right, we are going to dive into this recap right now. And what has happened today? Today has been crazy. It's been Money Monday on the fact that losing a ton to kick off my day, and then I have gone on a very nice strong afternoon, still trying to finish off what I started. Basically, what I'm calling this right here is lose $10,000 in a day and try to win $10,000 back before the end of let me lose 10,000 bucks and see if I can make it back. This is I got in on a very bad trade at a very bad area. I got stuck. The stock got halted, gapped on down. I got crushed, and the only way I could, be able to make this money back is to be able to trade my way out of it. So that's what I've been doing. I've been trading, nearly throughout the whole entire day, nonstop. I've been working every little niche, every little corner of every single bounce play or spike I can get, and I've just been slowly grinding my way out of this hole. So let's kind of go from the start. Let's go from the beginning. Dek, what the heck happened to you? Why did you lose $10,000 in one trade? That's huge. That's a big amount of money. I don't care who you are. Losing $10,000 is obviously a lot of cash. And what happened, guys? I got caught up. Yes, you can already see it. I got caught up in this red candle. Are you kidding me? Seriously, I got caught up in this red candle right here. So PCG, if you guys watched our earlier recap, this was actually my go-to play. I was in on PCG at 1090. 1090, I was in on this play right here. And I'm saying to myself, oh, PCG is going to be the best top gainer today. This is going to be the best ripper. This one's going to be the best runner. This is going to be the stock that's going to, be able to take on off and be able to make me bank. And I was so, happy. I was so, pumped with PCG. And actually right now, PCG is trying to get back above that $12 mark. And this could possibly be a little end of the morning market spike. So end of the market spike. Now it's back down to 1198. Don't want to touch that right now. Okay, I want to stick with this recap. We'll wait till the end of the day. So PCG, this was the one I want to focus on. Now, why? Why was I so interested on PCG? Where I sent this out, as you guys already know, in our morning newsletter. I send our morning newsletter out to everyone who's on tradecaster.com with us. And this was, our top watch. On watch day, is this stock's on bounce off $10 or that this stock is setting up a mid-candle breakout pattern. Has great potential to see buyers move back in on it. This spiked the $7 last Thursday and can easily bring in volume again. Keep this stock on your watch list as if it brings in any sort of strong spikes. It's going to be taken on off. So if you guys don't know, I went into the recap earlier. We talked about mid-candle breakout patterns and what mid-candle breakout patterns are. And a mid-candle breakout pattern, I'm just going to do a little crash course again because I already went over this on our earlier recap, is basically where you have a very big spike, you have a red candle that goes back down to the mid candle of the initial spike, and you get a nice big rip and a nice run. Usually it starts with a little bit of a gap down and then a nice pop. So you see a nice big spike, the red candle comes down to the initial spike, and then it goes on up. Usually it's only one day, but as you guys can see, sometimes it's multiple days. Nice big spike, red candle, gap down, nice big spike and rip. So again, we got our nice big spike, red candles, back down to mid candle, nice big rip. We got our nice big spike, red candle, back down, little gap down here, and a nice big rip. Got a nice little red candle, nice gap down, and then a nice big spike and rip. So again, PCG, this one's a little bit different because it's on the bottom right-hand corner, but we could see a $7 spike, comes back down to mid-candle, slight little gap down, and then it starts going on a big-time rip today. PCG went from $10 all the way up to $14. So how did I lose money on this? What happened here? Where was all, how did this turn into such a troubling trade? Because right here on PCG, I was in on it at, again, that 1090 mark, but I sold a little bit later at around 1120. I didn't hold this all the way up. Now, if I held this all the way up like I should have, I would have been sitting in $6,000, $7,000 of profit, no problem. And that would have been absolutely awesome. And that would have been an absolute great day. But you know what? I made about $1,200, and then I kept, saying, oh, I don't want to chase. I don't want to chase. I don't want to chase. Then what happened? What happened right here is that PCG came out with a press release. And this press release was talking about how they may get an investment or how they are going to be, they shouldn't be filing for any sort of bankruptcy, something right along those lines. And PCG just took off. And PCG went on a big time rip where this stock went from $12, shot all the way up to $12.71. What's going through my head? I'm saying to myself, this is a mid-candle breakout pattern. This stock ripped $7, and this stock has room to run because it got halted at $12.70 up to $14. I want to get in on this play because I believe that this thing could possibly run all the way up to $20 plus. It's low on the RSI. It ran $7 on Thursday. Mid-candle breakout pattern, just came out with news, just got big-time buying volume, and it now just got halted. So I'm saying to myself, right when the stock gets unhalted, I'm going to be buying in on this play. I'm going to be getting involved with this play. And what happened here? The stock got unhalted. I bought in, shot on down right away, and before I even knew what happened, it got halted again. It got unhalted all the way down here, and then again continued to move all the way back on down. By the time I got out, I had a $10,000 loss on PCG. So just like that, stock spiked, went on a big time rip, got up. I was expecting a run up to $15 or just not a direct drop. This thing just directly cracked right on down. This thing directly fell straight on down, and this thing just turned into a big loser right here. So PCG, this is where I was in trouble. And I'm saying to everyone, hey, I got to be open. I got to be honest, guys. I just took a monster loss on this. And as you can see over my Twitter, that's not Twitter, that's Stock Twits and a big ad about shoes. Right here we have what? We have PCG. I put right here, biggest loss of 2019 so far. I have a $10,000 loss as I got caught up in a halt. Even the best traders take hits, so you should never be disappointed with a loss. A loss is a lesson to be learned. This is trading, and it's time to bounce back. Still up $14,000 for the month. And as you can see on this play, guys, right at the bottom right here, I know it's hard to read all of this stuff because there's so many different in, out, all this stuff. We have $9,949 loss, about $61 short, $51 short, of a $10,000 loss. But what started happening, as I also put right here, as a mentor to over 1,000 traders, right? I'm never going to hide a loss. I'm not going to. I'm never going to hide a loss, guys. And I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to show you guys this because I don't want people thinking that I'm Superman, that I'm never going to take a loss. Because guess what? I will. I will take a loss. And you know what? As you guys can see, I took a $10,000 loss today. People say, oh, Dek, you're up $23,000, $24,000 in the matter of 28 days. I can't do that. I haven't seen, a lot of people do that. How are you so consistent? Guess what? I took a loss right there, and a very big one and a very solid one. But as I said yesterday, we went to a blog 2 days ago, and I said to you guys, hey, there's two ways to react as a successful trader and a losing trader. If you're a losing trader and you take a $10,000 loss, what do? You get upset. You smack your computer. You get emotional. You cry about it. You don't ever learn from it. What did I do? I kept myself calm. I kept myself collective. I know the mistake I made. I got in on a play just because of the big news. I came in late. The stock gapped up $3. I was hoping to see more, and I got caught up and it dumped. Could that work out for me in the favor, of that stock ripping and running all the way up to $15? Absolutely. But in this case, I got caught up, I got dumped, and I lost 10 grand. I learned from it. I keep my emotions in check, and I say to myself, all right, it's time to get back to work. I give this analogy all the time. As a stock trader, guys, we're going to win, we're going to lose. We're going to shoot shots, and while we want to make the most we can, there's going to be times where we miss, right? So what am I saying right here? If I'm a basketball player, someone throws me the ball, I shoot a three-pointer, and I miss. I could say, Coach, take me out, I stink. Coach, this is the stupidest game ever. I don't want to be here anymore. Or I say, hey, pass me the ball again. I'm going to start making it. And what did I do on this on AVCO then? I've been looking over on AVCO, and this whole entire climb, that's when I started attacking it. And it all started right here. AVCO, I got on this play, made $3,000 on AVCO. AVCO, $3,000. Then I got another $3,000, up to 6,257 shares. Then I just made another $1,000 and made $7,504. So I had a $10,000 loss, and then I made $3,000. Then I made another $3,000. Then I made another $1,500, and I just eliminated my $10,000 loss into now what I have left, $2,500 left. My P&L on the day is negative $2,503. That's what I'm down right now. Now, is that a great day? Am I excited about a $2,503 loss? Not at all, right? But at the same time, I worked my way out of this loss, and I've been able to make $7,504 on one play after taking a $10,000 loss, keeping my emotions in check, knowing that I'm a good enough trader to hop back in on this and have the confidence to attack this market. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to take a loss every now and then. But the true traders are the ones who are going to have the confidence to get back out there and be able to make the money that they just lost on. So, that is absolutely huge because you guys know I was up about $24,000 this month. I took a 10 grand loss. I'm down to 14,000. Guess what? I'm all the way back up to 20 grand this month. All right. And this has just been a wild day of trading for me. Now, let's talk about some of these trades because you can see total so far on AVCO. I have a total traded of 26,000 shares. I have a total of 26,000 shares that I traded on AVCO. Now, how was I breaking that up? How was I going after AVCO? What was I really looking after on AVCO? AVCO, I broke this up, as you guys know, in about 3 different trades. And what we have here is A, getting in on the spike, this nice big rip, I believe it was. I'm going to look over at my entries right now. Yep, I got in on the first spike. This was 775 all the way up towards around that 815 mark. Then I was able to get in at 820 all the way up to 850, and then I was able to get in at this spike as well. So the different spikes I was able to get in on. Let's break this down because I went long on all of them. I went long on this spike right here. That was my $3,000 gain. Okay, that was my $3,000 gain. Then I went on, and then this last one right here was a $1,500 gain. So those are all my 3 plays on how I made $7,500 on these plays. If you guys are wondering about how many shares I'm buying, again, AVCO on this big one right here, this big one, I bought 8,000 shares. Bought 8,000 shares on this play. Now this one, I believe I bought 6,000, and then this one, I bought about 4,000 shares on it. Now, why am I going 8,000, 6,000, 4,000? Well, because this big 8,000 one, again, let's talk about the first one right here. This is the first one. This was more clear cut to me. This one was the best looking one. We had AVCO making this nice big U-shaped pattern. Look at the big buying volume that came on through. And then on top of that, AVCO also got halted in here. So I saw AVCO, this stock, as we already know, we were looking for a 775 breakout. We were looking for this U-shaped pattern and a break of 775. Right when the stock started, getting hyped towards it, right when the stock started breaking out, right when the stock started getting activity, I said to myself, hey, I got to get in on this. And all I started doing was market ordering in. If you guys are saying, Dek, did you limit order or did you market order? I market ordered in on every single one of these plays. Okay? So I was market ordering on every single one of these plays at this time, just trying to get in as quickly as I can on these big time rips, on these big time runs. AVCO, where's my predictability here? Well, I saw that we had 775 once, twice, 3 times, U-shape, 4 times, get that nice big breakout, right? Get that nice big breakout, nice big rip. So we have our AVCO, get a resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4th time it broke after the big U-shape pattern. As we know, guys, U-shapes are an indicator of breaking resistance. Whenever we have a U-shaped breakout pattern, we always know that we always like to look for nice big rips, nice big runs, and nice big activity. Let me see what we got right here real quick. Because U-shapes are, absolutely beautiful. And those lead to some of the best climbs out there. Simple enough. Here's a nice, easy U-shaped pattern. We establish our resistance. We get a run up. We establish our resistance. We U-shape up and around, and then we get a nice big breakout. So we establish resistance. Once we U-shape, we get the nice big breakout. Since also AVCO hit, this 775 mark so many times, it also really reinforced 775 as a tough resistance line. U-shaped up and around, and then attacked and went on a big time run and rip. If you're saying, Dek, why did you buy 6,000 shares on this play? Honestly, I was putting my account in on this play on every single trade. I was hungry and I was eager. So if you're saying, why didn't you buy more? Well, I didn't have that much money, right? I don't have that much money. So I was, going after and attacking this play as much as I can. Then the stock started coming back on down. The stock came back on down, and I was actually got in on this little bounce play, not this one, this one. And why did I get in on this one? I bought on this one at 775 cost basis. So AVCO right here was 775. This was a bounce play. This is not for the breakout. Everyone understand the first play? This one's on a U-shaped pattern, right? And if you guys do not see that, let me again draw this out for you guys so you guys can see it. What we have here, a U-shaped pattern, spikes on up, establishes resistance, falls back on down. After we break this resistance, big time buying volume moves in, and we get a nice big rip on up. We have a stock that spikes on up, establishes resistance, U-shapes on down, comes back up, breaks resistance, entry, stock shoots on up. Now where are we getting in on? Now we're getting in. Where at? Right here at this bottom area. Let me actually move that arrow because that's just going to get confusing then. Right here at this bottom area. So how did I know to buy in at this bottom area? How did I know to buy in right at this mark? My cost basis was 775. How did I get in on that? Well, because what was our old resistance? Old resistance, 775, 775, 7075. Where we cannot break before, our old resistance is going to hold up as new support, right? So that's something that you guys need to understand. That's just, simple stock trading. That's fundamentals. Go to a YouTube or go to Google and type in support and resistance. And what are you going to be able to see? Some very easy things like this, where we see resistance, and once you break resistance, turns into new support, and this resistance turns into new support. Right? Take that picture in. Understand that picture. That is so important that that old resistance turns into new support, like right here as well. So we got our resistance, and once we break resistance and we spike on up, we come back down and we form new support. So I definitely want you guys to understand that concept, that old resistance turns into new support, right? And then once we break that new resistance, that's going to turn into our new support line, right? Absolutely beautiful right here. So the thing is, what? We have AVCO. This is our very strong resistance line right here. Very strong resistance, which now holds up as our new support. So that's how I knew to buy right there and was able to ride the stock on up. Now, again, I sold the stock as it started climbing right along these lines. And then my last entry I was just able to get in was right before this spike. And again, the reason I pulled the trigger on this spike is just because I wanted the stock to start U-shaping. So I wanted to see if it was going to get the U-shape. And I did take a little bit of a chance on this one, saying, hey, you know what? This looks like it's about to form the U-shape if it's going to happen here. And it did, but then it could not break out. So I was looking for basically the run right here. So what we had, if you guys look at the prices, look at the price right here, that this stock was right around $8.04, right? It's at $8. We keep coming up right towards $8.30. So if we look at this, we come up to $8.30 once and fall. $8.30 twice, fall. 3 times fall. 4 times fall. I was waiting right for that $8.30 break. I was hoping that right when it broke 8.30, ran up to 8.75, started dumping back on down, so I got out of it there. So those were all my 3 trades. Now, again, why did I buy 6,000 shares on the first one? I was just putting all the, everything I could on that play before it got halted. All right, because I was expecting a beautiful U-shaped pattern right here. Why did I buy again about 4,000 or excuse me, 6,000? I had 8,000 on this one. Excuse me, 8,000 on AVCO right here, 6,000 right here, and I believe 4,000 right here. And this was because I was buying everything I could because I love U-shaped breakout patterns. This one I bought as a very good amount on this one on AVCO because AVCO right here, this is old resistance, holds up as new support. And then this last one, I was looking for the U-shaped pattern after 8.30 has not been able to break for about 4 times and looking for that nice rip right there. Right now, again, I don't have a play. Right now, AVCO, nothing's happening on this play right now. It's giving a lot of its gains back, not trying to hold up at $8. I'm currently down $2,500 on the day, currently sitting back right now at this moment, and I'm really just trying to work my way out of this hole at this time. So it's been definitely a crazy day. It's been an absolutely insane day. It's been a wild day. But I am very happy with what I've been able to do for this last afternoon right here. So I'm very happy and I'm very glad about that. I'm disappointed in my first trade because I should have never even been in this position. And on top of that, if I never made my first trade, guess what? I would currently be up about $30,000 for this month alone. Now we still do have about 3 more days. We still have about 3 more days of stock trading. And if I continue to trade this hard, and I continue to go to attack this hard, hey, I could still be able to get my account possibly all the way up to $30,000 plus these next 3 days, especially if I keep trading this hard over and over and over again. But that is where I'm currently at. We got about 20 minutes left in this day, and we'll see if I can possibly make back this last $2,500. But again, as I showed you guys earlier, every single person here, I was down 10,000, and I want to show you guys where I'm currently at right here. So this was earlier in the day. Little side note, this was earlier in the day. Look at the bottom of the screen. Right here, it says $9,949 right here at the bottom. Right? And now currently, I am at down $2,503. So I'm currently down $2,503. And you guys can see this is real money. That's my account number right up there. Don't want, again, anyone to think I'm ever like paper trading or anything. I'm doing, $10,000 losses to $7,500 wins to, being up $24,000 in a month to being down to being 14,000 to now back up to 20,000. Stock trading is a crazy world. It's a crazy life, and it's something you got to get used to. Keep your emotions intact, and that's all again from the $7,504 win right here. With again my account number right there. No paper trading over here. That's not the type of person I am, and it's sad. It's sad. A lot of people don't show any sort of account number. And most people don't show any sort of P&L. Most people don't show anything whatsoever. And on top of that, a lot of people don't ever show. If they ever take a $10,000 loss because they don't want people to think they're a bad trader. It's not that I'm a bad trader. I know I'm a great trader. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 years straight, full time now, right? And you guys know that. I average over $10,000 a month. Right now, I'm still up $20,000 a month. But what I want to show you guys is that I'm human. I want to show you guys that I make mistakes, and I don't want people getting upset because they're like, "Oh, it seems like Sean never makes a mistake. Dekmar, never ever loses whatsoever." I do lose, but you know what? I have the confidence to go back after it. I know I have. I've studied. I know my strategy. I know I put in the work. I know what this market does. I'm not letting one little trade affect the rest of my day. I'm not letting one little trade affect the rest of my week. I'm not letting one little trade affect my next trade and be able to say to myself, "Oh, you know what? I'm not going to do anything the rest of the day because I lost a little bit." That's like taking yourself out of the game. I took that $10,000 loss in the second quarter. Hey, it's not even halftime yet, baby. Let's get back in there. And now again, second half has been all me. So that's why, again, I'm very excited. We still got 20 minutes left. I'll see if I can bang out this last $2,500. But I want to be open. I want to be honest, I want to be credible, and I want to be transparent. And this is where you guys are going to get it every single day. So again, I'm excited to be able to grow my account. I'm excited to be able to make this game back, and I'm excited to be working with you guys every single day, of course. So let's see what's going to be coming up this last 20 minutes of the day. Awesome job so far. Got my account back up to $20,000 for the month of January so far. I'm going to be trading it very hard these last so again, back up to around $20,000 to $21,000, and I'll see if I can get maybe a last little trade these last 20 minutes. But when in doubt, $2,500 loss. Still not a great day, obviously, because I'm in the red. But to be able to recover from a 10 grand loss, I'll take it. I'll take it. So awesome job for everyone who's been able to profit just in the second half of the day right here. It's been a crazy ride, but hey, that's stock trading. That's why we love it. Awesome job today, and I'm excited to see what's going to be coming up in the future.